Greetings fellow gamers, and welcome to a new video showcasing 11 upcoming Metroidvania games you probably haven't heard of, expected to release sometime in 2026 or later. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Inspired by Chinese mythology, Karma Exorcist has you playing as a warrior who must traverse the underworld in order to restore its balance after it was taken over by demonic forces. The game places equal weight on combat and exploration, both of which are made incredibly fun by the inclusion of a hook that you can throw in 360-degree capacity, allowing you to reach previously inaccessible areas and outmaneuver enemies in equal measure. Battles are further enhanced by the use of artifacts you can equip, with each such item providing its own unique fighting moves, thus opening up the way for various combat styles by mixing and matching said relics, something that you'll definitely have to experiment with given that each boss is meant to provide a unique challenge that will require keen observation and adaptability. Of special note is the title's non-linear approach to exploration, effectively giving you immense freedom on the order in which you will approach its completion. Karma Exorcist has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC, PS5, Nintendo Switch, as well as the Xbox Series X and Series S. ARTMESS tells the story of Maya, a young girl who's trying to fix the relationship of her parents and bring them back together. Desperate for a solution to her problem, hope shows up in the form of a small, glowing blue creature that leads her on an adventure across a mysterious world in an effort to find a solution to her problem. Each biome present here will feature unique environmental mechanics as well as a wealth of creatures inspired by Slavic folklore, giving the whole thing a fairy tale tinge. With every area twisted by a mysterious darkness, you can expect some truly challenging platforming segments as well as combat, with special note going to the game's bosses, who are expected to give you more than your money's worth through dynamic clashes. I have to say, this one reminds me a bit of Constance, mainly due to its somewhat similar presentation and in-depth narrative approach to a relatable topic, which I consider a huge win since I adored that game. ARTMESS has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Prepare to dash and slash your way across the crumbling Tower of Time in Feather's Edge, an intensely kinetic Metroidvania that draws a lot of inspiration from Dandara. You are Upu, a bird warrior that must climb at the top of the tower before it is destroyed, all the while doing your best to repair the damage that led to its imminent downfall in the first place. Hectic acrobatic combat is the name of the game here, with each room being a veritable playground offering challenges that require precision and snappy reflexes, which will have you ending battles in seconds while also offering the option to repeat them in order to hone your skills. This is one of those easy to learn but hard to master titles, so if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, like I do, go join the game's playtest, which is currently underway. Feather's Edge has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. It's always a treat when a new game inspired by Castlevania is discovered, and that is exactly the case with Nightfall Empress, which is already out by the time of this video's release, since fatherhood has thrown another wrench in the cogs of my schedule, but I still want to bring some attention to it for those craving something close to Enigavania. Transpiring in the Dark Kingdom of Davencourt, the game places you in the role of Isabel, a woman turned winged demon after she was wrongfully slain and sent to the underworld, who is given a chance at both salvation and vengeance by an angel whom offers her the opportunity to become mortal again, but only if she manages to ascend from the abyss and destroy the tyrant that has led Davencourt to decadence. Nightfall Empress features a total of 7 different stages, each one designed as a Metroidvania map that you'll explore and whip your way through on your path to justice. To that end, combat will lead to the leveling up of your character, which will offer you stat points to allocate as you please, thus allowing you to develop Isabel according to your preferred playstyle. Aside from your whip, you'll also have the option to to equip and utilize a variety of spells, further strengthening your offensive arsenal. I should note that Nightfall Empress does offer the option for a more, let's say, naughty approach to Isabel's appearance, if you so desire, which I will not show here for obvious reasons, but if this is your thing, it's there. Nightfall Empress released on the 13th of March 2026 and is currently available for PC. The news about the cancellation of Earthblade, a highly anticipated Metroidvania by the creators of Celeste, were definitely a bummer for a lot of us who had been really looking forward to it. That being said, there was an eventual silver lining to that unfortunate situation in the form of City of None, an upcoming Metroidvania in development by two of Celeste's co-creators. Step into the wooden body of a spirit who goes on a mission to save a corrupted metropolis from the hands of the greedy barons that reign over it. Said city is comprised of 5 different sectors accessible by train, all of which you'll be able to fully explore via the acquisition of various new platforming abilities. Needless to say, danger hides around every corner as the desolate cityscapes you'll traverse are plagued by all manner of enemies that want you dead, though you'll also come across the occasional allies whom will offer assistance. I got to say, the credentials of the game's developers are beyond impressive, which leads me to have very high hopes for this one. City of None is expected to come out sometime in 2027 and has been confirmed for PC. Dig through a weird world full of dangerous creatures in Dirtlight, a Metroidvania where secrets run deep, no pun intended. The aforementioned digging also constitutes the game's main draw, with our adorable main character being capable of burrowing through soft walls and floors in order to traverse the setting in inventive ways, which will lead to several platforming challenges as well as the discovery of various collectibles. Combat is also of importance here, with your digging capabilities allowing you to approach it in different ways, including the possibility to surprise your enemies as you burst through the ground for a surprise attack. Dirtlight has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Explore an alien planet plagued by massive creatures known as Titans in Neo Titan, a twin-stick shooter Metroidvania that's all about hectic battles. The world is decaying, and it is up to you to free it from its doomed fate by shooting and slashing at the legions of hostile creatures littering your path. To that end, you'll have to make use of your laser gun in order to call their numbers, which you'll need to recharge by slashing at your foes with your blade, thus necessitating the use of both melee as well as ranged approaches in combat to emerge victorious. The alien planet is vast, interconnected, and packed to the brim with shortcuts and secrets, most of which will require the acquisition of new traversal abilities in order to be uncovered. Bonus points go to the music of this game, which, if the trailer is any indication, will be the right kind of hype for your fights. Neo Titan has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Do you reminisce fondly of the Game Boy days of yore? If so, I have good news for you in the form of RavenStar, a mini Metroidvania that looks like it sprung out straight from the late 90s. Take on the role of a raven that was born without wings as you go on a quest to find your way back to your village after you were cast out from it. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I absolutely adore the look of this game. From its pixel-perfect and vibrantly colored presentation all the way to its wistfully familiar exploration and platforming, this seems to be a love letter to those of us that grew up a few decades back, while also incorporating some modern sensibilities for the younger generations to enjoy. On an added note, it seems like the story intends to tackle some poignant themes about rejection and accepting yourself as you are, which is a nice touch. RavenStar has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. God, I miss the 90s. Remember Rusted Moss, an awesome Grapplevania that came out back in 2023? Well, get ready for more grappling awesomeness with Iron Bramble, the next game from the developers of Rusted Moss. In the mysterious world of Iron Bramble, robots are piloted by the souls of the dead, trapped in eternal repentance for sins they cannot remember, and it is your job to make sense of the enigmatic nature of this realm by traveling to its center. As with Rusted Moss, Iron Bramble takes a physics-based approach to movement and combat, with each and every weapon weapon you find being very much suited for both. Did you just acquire a rocket launcher? Sure, you can use it to blast away at your enemies, but also to rocket jump, which, if combined with your ability to bunny hop, can build insane momentum. The game pretty much aims to give you complete freedom of traversal, essentially turning you to a deadly ballet dancer as you flip, swing, soar, slide, and propel yourself across the setting and around your enemies for some chaotic fun. I should also mention that Bramble will incorporate several accessibility options, including a story mode difficulty for those who just want to enjoy the narrative. Bramble is expected to come out sometime in 2027 and has been confirmed for PC. Xplorite is a visually stunning science fiction Metroidvania experience inspired by Hollow Knight. The planet of Nargol is a beautiful but dangerous place, and also the location of the mysterious disappearance of a research team that was sent there by the Global Space Organization. You are Sai, and you are tasked with venturing into the depths of Nargol to locate the missing team members, which thrusts you into a fight for survival against the robotic enemies that lurk across the bowels of the planet. Xplorite features a good amount of fast-paced combat as well as some exciting acrobatic segments, both of which are complemented by an interesting upgrade system which will have you finding and utilizing an array of abilities and modules that will have a direct effect on battle and traversal efficiency. This is a game I've already featured in one of my past lists, but it recently got a new trailer and made a demo available, so it gets an encore. Xplorite has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Before we get to the last Metroidvania game, this time around our honorable mention segment of games that are not Metroidvanias but will probably be enjoyed by fans of the genre features two awesome titles, the first one being Eclipse Blade, a retro action platformer inspired by 90s ninja classics. A solar eclipse has opened the Eclipse Gate over our world, and ancient evil soldiers are pouring through it in order to eradicate humanity. You are the chosen ninja, and you must enter the gate in order to destroy the darkness hiding within. Adding on top of that story premise the game's challenging old-school platforming, straightforward but satisfying katana combat and ninja skills, as well as 8 to 16-bit visual style, you just can't get more 90s than that, and I love it. Eclipse Blade has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. Our second honorable mention is the recently unveiled NOIR BLOOM, a high-octane gun-fu action title that would make Katana Zero proud. Get ready to beat the living daylights out of a throng of criminals on your way to rescue the woman you love. The game's fluid and cinematic approach to combat looks absolutely fantastic, with you being able to punch, kick, and steal the weapons of your enemies as you seal their fate in a deadly dance of bullets and blood under the neon-lit sky of an unforgiving metropolis. If you're looking for a new video game equivalent to an awesome martial arts movie, this is it. NOIR BLOOM is expected to come out sometime in 2027 and has been confirmed for PC. Coming back to our Metroidvania list, our last game is Cliff Kingdom. In a kingdom perched atop a cliff in the middle of the sea, the lighthouse has gone dark, taking away the safety granted by its luminance and sending the inhabitants into chaos as they start obsessing over the true source of the light. You awaken as Moth Boy, the last in a long line of light keepers that are summoned during the kingdom's time of need and tasked with the search of the missing light within its depths. Your lantern will be one of your closest allies during this journey, since it not only shines your way when necessary, but also helps you open sealed paths and can be equipped with passive and active abilities that will make your mission more manageable. The world is beautiful and haunting, with its melancholic quality being enhanced by a sublime musical score that has its roots in Nordic culture. If Cliff Kingdom speaks to you, there's a demo currently available, so do give it a go. Cliff Kingdom has no release date as of yet, but has been confirmed for PC. What did you think of these games? Did you already know about them? Are you planning to try any of them out? Let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. I'd also appreciate it if you could like, share and hype it, since it helps with its visibility. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you wish to find more new games, I have a ton more videos in this series on my channel, so go watch those as well. On a last note, if you got any sort of value out of this video, please consider buying me a coffee at my coffee page, the link for which you can find in the video description. Until next time, Soulsborne Seeker out.